In the wacky city of Denver, we meet David Clark, a small-time pot dealer. Life takes a hilarious twist when some crook snatches cash and stash, which happens to be the exact amount he owes his drug supplier, Brad Girdlinger. Talk about bad luck. Brad doesn't let David off the hook that easily. He demands our hero to smuggle marijuana from Mexico to settle the debt. Now, David isn't the brightest bulb in the box, but he knows that trying to pull off this caper alone would raise eyebrows. So, he assembles a motley crew consisting of his stripper neighbor, Rose, a runaway teenager named Casey, and his super awkward neighbor, Kenny. They all have to pretend to be a fake family called the Millers. Can you imagine the hilarity that will ensue? Get ready to jump into the uproarious and outrageous world of We're the Millers, where hilarity and mischief collide in a comedy crime caper that will have you in stitches. Grab your popcorn, soda, and snack of choice, because you're about to embark on a side-splitting, laughter-filled movie experience like no other. So kick back, get comfortable, and brace yourself for an epic and side-splitting journey with the most unconventional family you've ever encountered. Get ready to roll with the Millers and prepare for a comedy adventure that'll have you laughing your way through every twist and turn. As the Millers roll up to the compound, they quickly realize that their drug pickup is not just a measly smidge, as Girdlinger had claimed, but a whopping 2 tons. Talk about a surprise. Just when they think things can't get any crazier, a police officer pulls them over and starts sniffing around, suspecting them of carrying some illicit substances. But fear not. Our hero David whips out his wallet and pays the officer a good old bribe. Smooth move, Dave. With the close call behind them, the Millers hit the road again, only to face another hurdle at the border. But luck is on their side, as the border agents are too busy dealing with illegal immigrants to bother inspecting their RV. Phew! The Millers dodge another bullet. This adventure just keeps getting wilder. As if things couldn't get any crazier, the RV takes a hit from all that extra weight of the marijuana, and a radiator hose decides to call it quits. Talk about bad timing. But hey, who comes to the rescue? The Fitzgeralds, a quirky family consisting of Don, Eddie, and Melissa, whom the Millers had crossed paths with at the border. They swoop in and tow the RV to a repair shop. Talk about unexpected friendships. But wait, there's more. Turns out, Don Fitzgerald is actually a DEA agent. Uh-oh, things just got a whole lot spicier. And while all this chaos is happening, our boy Kenny finds himself head over heels for Melissa from the Fitzgerald clan. Love is in the air. But here's the kicker. Kenny confesses that he's never kissed a girl before. Well, lucky for him, Casey and Rose step in to give him some kissing lessons. But guess who happens to witness this interesting tutorial? You got it, Melissa herself. Talk about an awkward moment. This adventure keeps serving up surprises at every turn. Well, it turns out that old Girdlinger had pulled a fast one on poor David. The sneaky plan all along was to swipe the marijuana from the big boss himself, Pablo Chacon. Talk about biting off more than you can chew. So, the next day, as the Millers make their way to the repair shop to retrieve the RV, they walk right into a trap. Chacon and his henchman, One Eye, are waiting for them, ready to make some not-so-friendly introductions. Yikes. But hey, our quick-thinking Millers come up with a brilliant excuse. They spilled the beans that they're not actually a real family and had no clue they were stealing from Chacon. Smooth move, guys. Now here's where it gets interesting. Rose, the stripper extraordinaire, gets a chance to prove her skills to Chacon. Yep, you guessed it. She starts busting out some serious dance moves, getting up close and personal. And just when things are heating up, Rose decides to turn on the heat, literally, redirecting a steam vent right at Chacon. Talk about a steamy situation. The Millers seize the moment, making their great escape in the RV, with the ever-enthusiastic Kenny taking the wheel. But hold on tight, folks. Kenny's driving skills are anything but smooth, and the RV takes a wild detour off the highway. And just when you think things can't get any more insane, a tarantula hidden in a fruit basket, thanks One Eye, decides to curl up Kenny's leg and, well, bite him where it hurts the most. Ouch. Talk about an unexpected and painful turn of events. As if things couldn't get any crazier, poor Kenny has a major allergic reaction to that tarantula bite. and it's off to the hospital they go. Talk about a buzzkill. This setback puts a real dent in their drug delivery timeline. But our hero David works his charm and renegotiates with sneaky Girdlinger. He strikes a deal for a cool $500,000 with the condition that he better show up that very night. Talk about making bank. Finally, Kenny gets released from the hospital, and David is in such a hurry to get him to the RV that he accidentally tips the poor guy over in the wheelchair. Oops. Tempers flare, and in the heat of the argument, David lets slip just how much money he's raking in compared to the measly amount he offered the rest of the crew. Well, let's just say Casey, Rose, and Kenny are not too thrilled with that revelation. They've had enough of David's shenanigans and decide to give him a taste of his own medicine. They leave him stranded at the local carnival while they go off on their own adventure. You go, girls. But hold on tight, because trouble finds them at the carnival. Some sleazy dude named Scotty P decides to get fresh with Casey. Well, Rose isn't one to mess around, so she sends Scotty P straight to the ground. Talk about a knockout move. This crew sure knows how to handle sticky situations, one punch at a time. Just when David realizes what a bonehead move he made by ditching his crew, he goes running back, begging for forgiveness. And guess what? The gang actually agrees to give him another shot. Talk about a change of heart. As they make their way back to the RV, wouldn't you know it, One Eye shows up, ready to ruin their day with some bullets. But fear not. Don, the unexpected hero, emerges from his camper and takes down One Eye like a boss. Who knew he had it in him? But wait, the fun doesn't stop there. Chacon, the big bad boss himself, comes waltzing around the corner, holding Melissa hostage and ready to make them all disappear. However, in a twist of fate, the dazzling 4th of July fireworks distracts Chacon for a moment. Talk about perfect timing. Seizing the opportunity, David and Kenny pump into action and take down Chacon. Way to go, boys! And just when you think the fireworks are over, love is in the air as David plants a big smooch on Rose, and Kenny gets his first kiss from Melissa. Aw, young love. But here comes Don, putting his DEA skills to good use as he arrests Chacon. However, in a surprising turn, he lets the Millers off the hook. Guess they made quite an impression. This crazy adventure keeps throwing curveballs at them, but this time, they come out on top. Party on, Millers. Well, well, well. Looks like Girdlinger was playing dirty all along. When David hands over the drugs, that sneaky snake reveals he never planned to pay him a dime. Classic. But fear not. Justice swoops in as DEA agents come busting through the door, arresting Girdlinger. Guess crime doesn't pay, huh? And guess who's leading the charge? None other than our hero, Don. He breaks the news to David that he'll have to enter witness protection until the trial against Girdlinger and Chacon wraps up. Safety first, folks. But here's the kicker. Not only David, but anyone who witnessed the whole crime circus will also be under protection. Talk about an unexpected turn of events. Fast forward, and we find our Millers all happily living together in a cozy suburban house, like a bunch of misfit superheroes forming a found family. And hey, what's that in the backyard? Well, well, well. It looks like they've got their very own marijuana garden growing. Who would have thought? Life has a funny way of working out, doesn't it? This crew sure knows how to turn a crazy adventure into a new chapter of their lives. Stay high-spirited, Millers. We hope you had an absolute riot tagging along with the zany Millers and immersing yourself in their uproarious escapades. Stay tuned for more updates and lively banter as we delve into the realms of side-splitting comedy and crime capers in the world of cinema. Get ready for more hilarious adventures and unexpected twists that will have you rolling with laughter, ensuring an unforgettable movie watching experience that will leave you grinning from ear to ear.